Hey everybody, this is the Stone Cold Nuts bringing you my first YouTube video. We got some Zelda Breath of the Wild action. I myself am working on practicing an any % speedrun, and I just wanted to help you guys out with the boulder trick, specifically the one that brings you over to the Temple of Time in the beginning area. So you can see the video here from my stream of about 3 or 4 different boulder attempts of varying success. The trajectory of the boulder will depend on the exact bomb placement, and that will determine where you're sent over. Obviously, you want the boulder to go as far to the right as you can possibly get it without hitting the wall, as that'll save you the most amount of time. You want to make the least amount of run between the boulder and the ladder that you have to climb on the side of the Temple of Time. So I just wanted to share some of the tricks that helped me out the most as I was working through this myself. So right here we can see Link run up to the back of the bomb. There's quicker ways to do this, but what you want to do is insert that bomb just to the left of sort of where that seam in the boulder is. You can scroll back and see it there. That'll give you a decent trajectory, and that is the most important part of this trick, although there is a lot going on. As you can see there, I sort of messed it up. I didn't quite put the bomb quite enough far to the left, which would make the boulder go farther to the right. Although this attempt is sort of a success because you can eventually run over to the Temple of Time, but not the quickest thing in the world, of course. So that's number one. You want to line yourself up with that seam in the rock and push it just under that seam. It's pretty forgiving, but it takes a little bit of practice getting used to. Now the next thing you need to do is stasis the rock, and then you want to start a power attack with your woodcutter's axe. You can get 5 attacks in before your stamina runs out, and you'll do a big swing at the end which will kill your stamina, and that'll fully power the rock through the stasis. But what you can do is press the sprint button and cancel right before Link does that big power attack, and that'll save you from depleting your stamina. What that lets you do is move into position, get a 6th attack in, then right here you explode the bomb and get on the rock. That gives you enough time to do all the inputs. There's faster ways to do it, but this is a consistent setup, and you can see I did it perfectly here. That's about as good as you can possibly get it. So the only other thing I will say that is helpful is that if you are on the sort of right side of the boulder, when you blow the bomb up, if you do it correctly, the bomb, you'll see the explosion sort of go through the boulder and through you, but it won't hurt you if you have enough of the boulder between you and the rock. I'm sorry, between you and the bomb. So what that does is it just gives you the maximum amount of time to set everything up and get everything ready. So what you want to do is set the bomb behind the rock, try and get it as good as you can, and if you can't, you can always reset that part. Then you stasis, so then your timer's going. You want to go around to the right side of the rock, swing your axe around 5 times, cancel it, hit the rock a 6th time, that'll fully launch it. And then the last trick I can tell you is that you want to have to hang in a specific spot, and it's another seam. You can line it up here. If you hold forward into the bomb and press the jump button, Link will latch right onto it, and you can see he's sort of holding either side of that seam, and that way he won't fall off. And you can see I did another really good one here. That's another just about as good as you can get it. So basically, line up the bomb with the seam, cancel your swing attack after 5, and then hit it a 6th time. Make sure you're lined up so the bomb doesn't damage you. And then hit it after you hit it the 6th time, line up with that other seam on the right side. Hold forward into the rock, press Y, Link will immediately latch onto it. And that should give you a pretty consistent stasis boulder trick. It works for me. It's not always perfect, and it's not the fastest thing, but it at least gets you over there. I was failing it over and over, and this has gotten it pretty consistent for me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out my stream. You can find it at twitch.tv/thestonecoldnuts. And I am TSCN here on YouTube and on Twitter. Hope to see you guys out playing the game, and I hope to have my any percent runs going pretty soon here. Thanks again. I think this was good before. Good dude. Oh, besides getting on the tree. All right.